gold, so I don't need a rose, but I might push a phantom that's right off the lot. I know I'm serving the father of time, and that's whether I got on a paddock or not. Native supply for the drip and Elon for the whip, but I've counted a little, a lot. Placing my treasure in heaven where it'll get better and don't gotta weather the ride. Yeah, pledge my allegiance, I'm reading Ephesians. I grew with the heathens, I ran with hyenas. They told me to beat it, that led me to Jesus. He led me to freedom. The trap undefeated, we keep it in season. Look, you gotta see it, the home of the free has got 10,000 reasons. No people for pleasing, no fraud of the treason. We really believe this boy. 5 on the dot, yeah. I'm going off and I don't plan to stop. KB and Dilly, yeah. How y'all this free with a head full of locks?
Man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Swole Santa back with another video. Y'all know what we're doing on this channel, man. As y'all can see, it is Vlogmas episode number 3, bro. And this one's gonna be a straight workout, bro. It's gonna be a straight voiceover push day for me. So today I'm right here at the gym, bringing it back to the old days, man. You know, when I used to talk to y'all in the gym parking lot right before I go and get busy in the gym. This is gonna also, like I said, it's gonna be a voiceover because I ain't got no mics, bro. That's something I'm asking Santa for Christmas, for some mics, bro. Help your boy out, man. Like the video, share the video, comment, all that stuff, man. Let's get in the algorithm, get your boy. I gotta pay some bills and I need to get me some mics, bro. So if y'all can, you know, do all that for me, help me out, I'm gonna help y'all out, man. So that's what we got going on today, man. The push workout is gonna be more chest focused than pull focused than it was, or more chest focused than shoulder focused than it was in episode number 1 that y'all saw. So definitely gonna get busy with that. I got a few movements in my head that I definitely want to do today, so I'm gonna talk y'all through that over the voiceover. But that's enough talking, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into the workout, man. So y'all enjoy this, sit back, get your popcorn, get your Santa hats, and let's get into it, man. What up, fam? What's good, y'all, man? Swole Santa in the building, Swole Santa in the building, man. So we're going to be doing, like I said, a voiceover for this workout, man. And I got a special one for y'all today because we about to hit a PR, bro. Little did I know today was going to be the day. So, yeah, when it comes to all my workouts, man, I'm always going to warm up either with some form of cardio. If you're not new to the channel, you already know this ain't nothing new for me. Basically, I'm going to do about 7 to about 10 minutes of cardio, whether that be on the stationary bike that you see here or the Stairmaster or a treadmill. So either way it goes, that's just from a good way to warm up your body and get the blood flowing. And then this right here, this movement hanging from the bar or something like that, love doing this movement. It really helps with decompressing that spine and getting fluid in between your disc on your spinal cord. That's really just going to help with longevity of your spine. When it comes to working out, especially bodybuilding, bro, we're putting so much pressure on our spine constantly with pushing heavy weight. If you're working in the office or something like that, that is also from sitting down all day. That's going to put a lot of pressure just with gravity on your spine. So hanging from a bar is really good for just allowing those fluids to kind of give nutrients to your spinal cord. So another movement that I'm doing here, as y'all seen, I did some tricep press downs or tricep extensions, and then I'm doing some face pulls, and then I also go into some pullovers. So basically I do this pretty much 3-piece combo every start of my workout to just warm up my body. It's just a great way to kind of hit all those muscles. I'm getting my elbows activated, I'm getting my back and my lats activated, as well as my rear delts. Just a good way to get that activation. And then of course I definitely got to roll, as you see right here. So I'm going to roll my legs out, even though I'm not hitting legs today. I hit legs about 2 days ago, so they're sore and whatnot. So I want to move around that lactic acid a little bit as well. And then of course, you know, today's a push day, so we're going to take out that resistance band. We're going to go through the movements of just bench pressing and things like that. I'm just fully trying to warm up my body. Warming up your body is going to be super essential right now, especially when it's cold and in winter. It's going to take a little bit longer for your body to warm up. So you want to make sure that you take proper care of your body. So now let's move on into our first warm-up movement. So when it comes to my chest days or just a push day in general, it's good to warm up your back. I've said this on my channel plenty of times before that when it comes to, you know, your lats, that's going to be a really good driver for whenever you're doing a pushing movement, especially bench press. So for me, I'm warming up with the mag grip, neutral grip pull down bar today, or attachment. And shout out to bro for letting me work in with him. But basically using this to really warm up my lats and get ready and prime. So I'm not doing anything too crazy when it comes to weight. I'm really just pumping blood into my lats. And y'all seen earlier, I'm playing with the tempo a little bit, doing some pause reps. I'm also doing some slow negatives that you're seeing right here, just a way to switch it up a little bit. Again, the whole objective here is not to get a back pump. We're not hitting back today, we're hitting chest. But having a good amount of blood flowing in your back is going to help you feel a lot stronger and feel a lot more snug when you're down on the bench. Now, right here, I'm going to show my whole kind of progression of how I kind of get myself comfortable on the bench and whatnot. You see me moving the bench to be more comfortable with the length of my arms. Just make sure you're getting comfortable with your bench setup before you just jump into things. Don't go and throw 2 plates on there without getting everything set up like you want to get it set up. So you see I get my feet placement right, I get my scapula retracted, and I'm making sure I'm exploding with the bar. You want to act like you got 315, 405 on that bar, and that you're respecting the bar and pushing through that movement and being very explosive as you see here. So again, warming up with the plate, nothing too crazy, but right now I'm like, hey, it don't feel too bad. I feel pretty good, you know. The leg drive is there and everything. And for me, I prefer to have my feet not flat on the ground. I have found more, I guess, success with having my heels up high and just pushing through my toes. And that's just a personal preference for me. I've just found a lot more, success with that in personal opinion. So now we're going to go up. We got 2 plates on there, nothing too crazy. Again, we're building up. I already went into today understanding that I wanted to at least hit 315 for some top sets, at least like 3 top sets. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and not go too crazy with these reps. We're pyramiding. And for those of you who don't know what pyramiding is, I have a video on my whole pyramid set and how I do my bench progression. So definitely go tap in with that. But here we got, 275 on the bar. And hey, that moved like butter. So I was like, oh, okay, let's see what happens. So right here, I got a spot, and right now I'm consulting with my spotter. I'm trying to give him the rules of engagement real quick to understand, hey, this is how I like to be spotted. Please don't just grab the bar from me. Hey, I'm going for 3 reps. The 3rd rep might be a little, but just help me a little bit. Don't just grab it if you see me struggling. I'll let you know if I want you to touch it. And right here, I'm telling him if he can push the bar up to the front, because for some reason, the way the bar sits in this, I guess this bench, it sits towards the back, and every little bit counts because, hey, if I have to use my strength to kind of push it to the front, hey, we got to maximize the amount of energy we use. So right here, I'm about to get my mind right. Hey, let's get this PR, baby. Yeah. 2. I'm like, okay. 3. I said, oh snap, let's go for another one. 4. Oh, I was right there, bro. Hey, but shout out to bro with the spot, man. That was a decent spot. I feel like I honestly almost had that 4th rep, which is crazy, bro. That's what I'm talking to bro about right now. I'm like, that's my first time hitting 315 for 3 reps like that. And to almost get the 4th rep is crazy, bro. I don't know what's been going on. It might be the food I've been eating, or hey, I don't know. Today was just a good day. Sometimes it'd be like that. You know how I know today was a good day? Because we ran it back, bro. So this is the 2nd set with 315. We're going to hit it. I'm expecting to only get about 2 reps, and maybe that 3rd one going to be a little rough. Like, hey, check me out, bro. Yeah, and bro didn't even touch it. I love this, bro. This was the best spot ever. He still made me work for this 4th rep right here, too. Nothing too crazy. So honestly, for people out there, when you're spotting somebody, man, especially if you know what you're doing, if they look like they know what they're doing, they ain't putting you in a compromising position by putting too much weight on there, help them out just a little bit. Don't be over there just like as soon as you see them struggling, rip it away from them, because that can also injure them, that can injure you, and it's also just it's not great for getting that person to grow. Like those reps, those struggle reps is where you build the most muscle. Those struggle reps is where it's at. I've said it before. If there's any day in the gym that I would prefer to have somebody there with me, it would be on a bench or on a chest day. So I can get those struggle reps on bench press or any type of press, even dumbbell presses, because those reps right there is really where you're going to get that true strength. Not to say that you still can't get it on your own, because most of the time I'm working out on my own and I feel like I'm pretty strong for my own standards. But yeah, man, today was a good day, bro. So here we go, man. Let's move on to the drop down set. So right now we're going to be dropping it down to 225. And I told myself we're going to go ahead and get 20 reps with this. I was going to do 315 for a 3rd set, but I said, no, what? I'm going to save that because I know I want to hit flat dumbbell bench and I want to do a special movement for that. So I'm going to save my energy for that. So we're going to go into 225 for 20 reps right here, just pumping blood. So the objective here is to try and get all 20 in one set. Now, to be honest, I'm already burnt a little bit, so I'm probably not gonna get it in one go. but you know, I'm going to definitely try. You want to go into the mindset with trying to get all 20 in one set. So go to failure, because if you go in talking about, oh, I'm gonna get 10 reps and then I'm gonna come back and get the 10 reps, that's not what you want. You want to go for as many as you can. As you see, I got 15 and I got 5 more. So I'm going to give myself like a little 3 count and then I'm going to go right back to it. So here we go. We're going to get our 5 in. And again, you know, definitely do this at your own risk and whatnot. Know your own strength, know your own limits and whatnot. At the end of the day, there's plenty of people around me, and I know good and well I'm not going to go too crazy to where I'm going to get stuck under the bar. That has happened before. That has happened. But at the end of the day, we made it out safe, man, and that's a PR on the bench. So moving on, man, we're gonna go and do another flat bench variation here. So this is my first time doing neutral grip dumbbell presses here, but I'm doing it in a certain way where I'm trying to get a deeper stretch on my pecs. So as you see, I'm kind of slowing it down at the bottom and allowing my hands to drift as far down as possible, driving those elbows back and getting as deep of a stretch on my pec as possible. And it felt great, man. To be honest with you, this was a good way to kind of just activate that entire chest and get a good squeeze and pump blood in there. But again, we're gonna still try and go a little heavy when it comes to this movement. So here we go. So here we moved up to the 80s, and right here, the objective here is just still to get to around 8 reps on each set here. But again, I'm slowing down the tempo. I could easily be very explosive with this, but that's not the name of the game. The reason that I'm doing these is to really slow it down and get a deep stretch on my chest without compromising my shoulders. That's why we're going with this neutral grip. So here I'm going with the hundreds, and again, the goal is to get around to that 8 rep range. I think I got 8 reps here, but definitely slowing down the tempo here definitely makes it a little more difficult. And I know often when I'm like shooting workout videos where it's a montage or something for Instagram, I'm not showing y'all all of these reps and whatnot. So I'm giving y'all a little bit of a glimpse of what my sets look like really how I be in the gym going crazy and making sure that I'm getting every bit. It's not like this glamorous thing where you're seeing, 2 or 3 reps, bro. Like these sets be like straight 15, 12 reps, intense, 8 reps going to failure with everything. So here you're seeing I dropped it down. I believe this is 85. So I dropped it down to 85 just because I wanted to get a little bit more. Oh, actually, no, those are hundreds. Excuse me. So yeah, still, I went and took the hundreds for another spin. And that's another thing with me when it comes to any movement in the gym, especially compound movements. I want to hit that heavy weight for more than one set. I want to really tax my central nervous system, so that way when I touch that weight again, it's not the second time my nervous system is actually touching that weight. It's like the 4th or 5th time because I did 3 or 4 sets with that super heavy weight. And that's just a thing for me personally. Just I feel like it helps me get stronger. Some people are just freaks of nature, and I'm not like crazy strong, but I'm pretty strong. But there's people out there that they ain't even got to do what I do, and they out here lifting the gym up. But it is what it is, man. So now moving on to the next movement. This is something I don't do too often. This is the ISO Smith machine incline press here that you see. So not a lot of gyms are gonna have this, but I'm fortunate enough to have a gym that does have this, and it's not a machine I hop on too often because it doesn't really feel great on my shoulders, to be honest. Like it just, for some reason, it goes out a little too far out wide at the bottom than I would like. And that's just for me. I don't know, personally, I just don't like, it's a great stretch, but the way it makes my shoulders feel sometimes, especially if you put too much weight on here, it can be a little like, oh snap, what we doing here? So for me, I'm getting a close-up shot right here. Y'all can see the chest is definitely working on this incline right here. Definitely just trying to pump blood at this point. We're not trying to go too heavy. I think I'll only put like a plate and a 10 on right here because at this point I'm taxed. I've already done two heavy movements at this point. So right now I'm also trying out a little bit with, I had my feet on the bar at first. For this last set, I actually picked the seat up a little bit, and now I'm actually got my feet placed on the ground to get a little bit more leg drive, and it felt a little bit better, to be honest with you. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to play with this one a little bit more, and that's the thing when it comes to the gym sometimes, man, especially certain pieces of equipment that you might not use often. You just gotta play with them. Like for one day it might click for you and click for your body, and then you master that machine in some way, sense or form. But for now, we're moving on to the next exercise. So we're gonna go ahead and get some flies in, man. We're gonna get some more blood pumped into the chest. So we're gonna start off with some low to high cable flies here, as you're seeing. So not going super heavy with the weight. I'm trying to make sure that I get a really good stretch by letting my arms come all the way down and letting that chest stretch. You want to keep your chest up high while you're doing these, and when you come to the top, you want to scoop scoop the cables up, like you're trying to scoop some ice cream or scoop something up. That's what you want to do, and kind of bring it up to at least, you know, head height, chest height or so, and just really squeeze that upper chest. I was talking to somebody in the gym today, and I was telling them, like, when it comes to cable flies, you would think that these type of cable flies are really going to hit a lot of your lower chest, but really it's going to get a good stretch on your lower chest. But when you come up to the top, it's really hitting your upper chest. So these are really good for, you know, sculpting that upper part of your chest and overall chest in general. But if you're trying to sculpt your lower chest, I would recommend what we're about to do right here, high to low flies. So these are really going to help you. It's almost like doing a muscle man pose kind of. So when you're coming down, you're really squeezing that bottom pec. So this is going to really help you with sculpting that at the end of the day. But again, that all varies with, you know, body fat percentages and things like that. And you also should understand that you can't spot reduce fat. So at the end of the day, that might be a place that your body just tends to hold more fat than normal. So, but for me right here on these, I did 2 sets. So I did 3 sets from low to high, and I did 2 sets high to low. But for the high to low, those last 2 sets, I went a little bit more heavier, just at this point trying to get 8 reps with some just really heavy weight and squeezing blood, just forcing that blood into there. So that was our last chest movement. Now we're gonna move into a superset for our shoulders, and that's gonna be the end of the workout. So I went over here to the Smith machine and did some standing military press with the plate. Nothing too crazy. And the thing that I learned from my homeboy at the gym the other day, James, tucking my elbows in was a lot more difficult for me, but it also helps me. Sorry for all the people passing in front of the camera. You know how it is sometimes. But anyways, yeah, I'm keeping my elbows strictly in so that I can get a little bit more emphasis on my upper chest and my front delts. So I told y'all we're supersetting this. So we're gonna superset this with one of my favorite side lateral movements. I haven't done this one in quite some time, but basically you're just gonna help support yourself on any equipment you saw. I was supporting myself on the dumbbell rack, or I'm supporting myself on that machine right there, but I'm just doing some side lateral raises one side at a time. It's really going to help you keep that mind muscle connection on that side delt. And then we're going to go back and run it too. So we did this for 3 sets. We went back to back to back to back with the shoulder movements here. So again, you can see my shoulders are tucked in, just really trying to put emphasis on those side delts, but also just really getting a good pump on my upper chest as well with this. So I've really been liking this movement ever since James put me onto this. I've been trying to throw it in on some of my push days to just have a little bit more activation on my chest while still hitting my shoulders, if you will. So here, as you can see, not trying to swing. I feel like I might be swinging just a little too much, but you can go a little bit heavier with these when you're supported by something, or you're putting your hand on something to support you, but really just trying to squeeze that side delt at the top. And I feel like because it's an isolateral movement, you're able to focus more on that side lateral delt more than you would if you were trying to do both arms at the same time. So try it out if you haven't, man. Again, it's been a staple. I've done that for years now, but I forget it from time to time. So it's good to throw that back into the mix today. And again, we're going on and following up with another set of Smith machine shoulder press. This is the last and final set here, and then after this we're going to go and do some posing, because for my bodybuilders out there, you got to understand that posing is a big part of that muscle development as well, and getting that mind muscle connection, because it ultimately will help you with being able to manipulate your body, manipulate your muscles when you have that strong mind muscle connection, to get your hamstrings to pop, to get your tricep to pop more, to get your chest to fill out more when you're doing all these different poses. And again, I'm not no expert at this. I'm planning to compete in the near future, but this is just things that I've learned just from people around in the gym, from YouTube and all that. So here we jumped into the posing room, and Swole Santa got to get his swole on, man. So we're gonna go ahead and take advantage of this pump right here, and I'm gonna go through my mandatories real quick, trying to get a little bit better at this. Obviously right now I'm not cutting or anything like that, so I got a little bit more body fat on me right now, but still looking good for where I'm at and where I want to be. But just still, I try to at least every workout or every other workout try and come into the posing room and do my mandatories and just keep that mind muscle connection, but also keep that muscle memory of being able to just pop into my poses. And I would say for my these, I forget all the names for these, excuse me, but for your first mandatories, the first 4 where you're doing your front relax, your side relax, back relax, and then I know the other side relax. They've come a long way with getting my lats to pop. When it comes to these, your front double bicep, excuse me, and my side chest here. These movements right here, I got, or poses, excuse me, these poses right here, I definitely got pretty down packed. Shout out to my boy Kivas for helping me out with these poses a while back, because these have really come a long way with just being able to take advantage of, you know, my muscle density as well as my body frame and what looks good for me in terms of angles and things like that. Especially this one right here, the side tricep. I've been trying to experiment a little bit more with just like showing more of my back and just trying to get a little bit more fluid, man. If I ever do, you know, hop on the stage and whatnot, I want to be able to get out there and, you know, flow really well and be able to like put some art into the posing and whatnot. I don't want to be up there like a stick. And then this one right here, I'm very proud on this because I haven't been able, like, I've been really playing around with being able to show my Christmas tree. And I feel like I've been starting to kind of master getting that to pop out more. So definitely proud of that one. I'm still working on getting this particular shot to look a little better because I feel like every time I do this shot, the lighting kind of messes it up. But hey, man, you got that Ninja Turtle back action going right here as well, man. Just really trying to, you know, maximize my weak point, well, maximize my strong suits and also strengthen my weak points at the moment. This for me right here is a weak point for sure. My abdominal and thigh shot, just because I don't really work on abs like that much. I also don't really like cut down. I feel like I said before, I have a pretty high body fat percentage right now, but now I still look pretty decent. And then obviously my favorite classic poses here. And I'm experimenting with this one a little bit too. I feel like this one looks pretty good with me as well. So yeah, just playing around with all these different poses and just, you know, getting ready for when the time comes, man. But yeah, that pump was pumping, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a good day, and I've really been enjoying the push-pull leg split. I feel like having 2 push days in the week, especially because I've been trying to work on my weak points, which my weak point for a little bit was chest, but I feel like my chest has definitely come up over the last 2 months or so. So definitely shout out to, you know, the work and hard work I've been putting in with all that, man. So I hope y'all enjoyed this workout, man. I hope y'all enjoy my bench PR, man. I'm hyped, bro. This is the day after, and I'm still super hyped off of like this bench PR, man, because hey, it's only up from here, bro. So until next time, man, Swole Santa is out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that. And we out, man. Stay prayed up. Let's go.
Uh-huh.